Hey, what's up, guys? This is Mansplaining Mike with the Mansplaining Mike Show, and today we're going to take a look at the Diddler. It's another episode about the Diddler. He keeps getting accused of more and more stuff, and there's more and more names being dragged into it. Channing Tatum is involved. They say his wife might be leaving him over that, or maybe it's about his involvement in the movie. I don't know. It's pretty unbelievable, guys. All of it's pretty crazy. I mean, I believe that they probably did something bad. I mean, I don't trust the elites or Hollywood celebrities in general. But anyway, guys, let's get into it. This first clip will be about Channing Tatum and his wife supposedly leaving him, according to Jaguar Wright. So let's get into it and see what we think.
Making it. They're breaking up because of the movie.
Her and who?
Channing Tatum.
Because of the movie?
Yeah, well, you know, he's the one that played the Diddy character in the movie.
I've turned under my nails and I don't know how I got there.
Are you having a good time?
Why does he have an issue with the movie? Is he...
Probably because he did too good a job.
What are we gonna do about you?
And probably because he does... And probably because he doesn't like the scrutiny that he's getting in the media, and considering he's attended his own Diddy parties.
Interesting.
There might be some guilt.
Right.
And you know what? They're not gonna let him forget it. She was definitely coached by her parents. And I can see why it would be so special, because there are rumors that during the Cosby years, Lisa Bonet was... No one ever talks about that.
Do you think Blink Twice was inspired by Diddy parties and what happens at Jeffrey Epstein's island?
Oh, absolutely. They're not making it. They're breaking up because...
Well, that's interesting. I mean, who would have ever thought Channing Tatum was involved in this too? I mean, don't get me wrong. I kind of think every celebrity is involved in that type of stuff. I mean, allegedly anyway. I'm not calling anybody out. I'm just saying most celebrities seem to be involved in some type of deviant behavior anyway. But let's keep going. This is News Nation, and this one here is talking about another accusation that's coming out against the Diddler about how he was raping this lady named Ashley, or at least that's what she's calling herself for this. And her face is blacked out during it. You don't really get to see her face, but let's see what we think, guys.
Joined by her attorney, Ariel Mitchell. Here's our conversation. Ashley and Ariel, thank you very much for doing this. I know this is extremely sensitive. I'll ask the questions best I can, and I'll challenge the best I can, understanding that this is delicate information. With that in mind, Ashley, can you tell me how you first even came into contact and came to know Sean Combs?
I met a man named Shane Pierce at the bar, and outside of the bar, he had Sean Combs on a FaceTime phone call, and he overheard me saying I wasn't impressed by him and wasn't a fan, and that I thought he killed Tupac. And
do you believe that that's what started all of this, that perhaps Sean Combs had a grudge?
Well, I mean, let's be honest. People with deviant mindsets like his, they can't take criticism. It's like they snap off for it. Just like if you call one of those sissies who's cross-dressing a real man instead of a woman, even though he's dressed like a woman, he'll snap at you. It's the same type of mindset he probably has. He's part of that community. I mean, not the T part, but, you know. Anyway, let's keep going.
Just hearing that you believed he was Tupac's killer?
yeah, I think that's what started it. Because that's when he threatened me, that he was gonna come after me. And he threatened he was gonna eat my face, so I didn't take him seriously. I just thought he was a bizarre human being.
At what point did you come into actual physical contact? Did you see him face to face for the first time? What were the circumstances?
It was
That's a crazy threat that you're gonna eat somebody's face. If somebody said that to me, if I saw them ever, I would definitely feel like, hey, something might happen. Because I would probably attack that person because of the threat. That would just have me thinking, this person really wants to do some harm to me. And there have been people that have eaten people's face off in America. Anyway, let's keep going, guys.
when Shane Pierce had called me and he claimed he wasn't feeling well from his cancer treatment and he needed help opening his medication. So I went over there to help him out, and it turned out he was just fine and he didn't need my help. It was weird. He wanted to show me his new car, and he took me on a short drive around the Renda Hills, and then we got back to his little bachelor pad in the house, and he offered me a glass of water, and I drank it, and I started to feel a little bit off. And then I heard a bunch of people coming down the stairs, and it was Sean Combs and a whole bunch of people who just busted in the door.
That's sad, isn't it? She went to go help this guy be able to get his pill bottles open so that he could survive whatever he was going through or have a better quality of life at least. She got attacked during that. Like, he set her up for this. The person she was trying to help. That's awful.
And in just a boisterous manner and acting, he said something like, "Bet you didn't think you were ever going to see me." And I was just in complete shock and frozen.
That sounds like something females say before they attack somebody. This Diddy character seemed real feminine. I don't know, it's just what comes off to me, feminine vibes. Like a real man wouldn't have even been insulted if somebody said that stuff on the phone. Like, who was she? Let her say what she want to say. Why would you hold it that personally where you would want to attack that person? You need to have control over your emotions as a man. I mean, maybe his testosterone is low and that's why he need all the drugs to, I don't know, perform these acts or whatever. I mean, not the violent ones, but maybe he needed just to do regular shit, stuff, whatever.
And what happened next?
He basically started threatening me with human trafficking, and that they could take me anywhere and sell me. He had Christina Coram. He ordered her to insert a copper IUD into my vagina, but luckily it deployed before she could actually get it inside me, like inside the cervix. And that's when Sean Combs got extremely angry and he grabbed the TV remote and sexually assaulted me vaginally with the remote.
Man, that sounds horrible. He was raping her with a remote control. What kind of animal would do something like that? Who even thinks of doing something like that? You gotta be a sick person to want to hurt somebody like that, especially a woman. She didn't have no way to fight back against him, and then there was other women involved too, putting IUDs in her. That's some sick stuff. I think that's one of the people that's really closely tied to him, that Christina Quarrel. I'll put some information up about her on the screen, but anyway, let's keep going through this, guys, and see what else this crazy guy did to her. That's horrible.
Extremely violently.
Where in the apartment did this happen?
And it was in the house. It has a little studio apartment underneath the house, and it was on the bed because it was a really tiny apartment.
And was everyone in that party present? The people who had all descended down those stairs into that studio apartment, were they all present witnessing what was happening to you?
I heard more people upstairs that I didn't see. So I'm not incredibly sure, how many people were there.
Ashley Parham has decided to go on national television and answer questions about it. She asked us if we could conceal her face, and we agreed. She also wanted to be joined by her attorney, Ariel Mitchell.
That takes a lot of guts for her to even want to come forward with a story like that. That probably ruined that lady. I bet she was never the same. Just from how violent it seems. Real AF Patriots page, she had a really good clip up here. This one is about about a man who was raped by Diddy, supposedly. Raped, diddled, whatever you want to call it. He was raped by the Diddler. Let's get into this and see how he victimized this man. This man was supposed to be a bodyguard of his at some point, too. Anyway, let's get through this one, guys, and see what other heinous crimes this man has committed or is being accused of committing. So he allegedly committed it. I don't want to get sued for using the wrong verb use.
Hired by a security firm to work security at one of the infamous white parties that was thrown by Sean Combs in the Hamptons. What was that experience like?
At first, he was incredibly friendly, very gracious.
So you had a friendly chat, and then, according to your lawsuit, at some point later in the night, Sean Combs himself offered you a drink. This didn't come from staff or someone holding a tray of drinks, it came from him directly.
Correct. The first drink started to have some effect on me, and I just thought, wow, these are really strong drinks. It wasn't until the second drink, and it was already too late, that I realized that there was something wrong with the drinks. Sadly, Sean Combs was waiting in the wings. He was watching from some sort of vantage point. And once I was in a helpless position and he was sure that he was in a position of power, then he took advantage of the situation.
You allege that you were forcibly pushed into an SUV by Sean Combs. That act alone, according to your lawsuit, left you in considerable pain. And then once inside the vehicle...
That's kidnapping right there. I mean, if he does get charged criminally with doing this from the FBI, I don't know if he can. Like, if it's over 10 years old, I think they can't really charge him with this. With the rapes, they can. But with this, I don't think they'll be able to charge it for the kidnapping part of it. For the rape part of it, they definitely will. But, man, he should have been doing 15 years just for that.
Your lawsuit says plaintiff was held down by Combs, who overpowered him while he struggled to escape due to the effects of the drugs in his system. And it goes on to say that he sodomized you.
I was screaming. I was telling him to stop. It was incredibly painful. And he was acting like it was nothing. And he seemed to be disconnected from it. It was abusive beyond belief.
People like that probably ought not be walking around these streets after they do something like that. Like, there should be a final solution for guys like that. Sodomizing grown men. Imagine what he would do to a kid. And he's accused of doing it to kids, too. I mean, that's one heck of a situation. I don't think that our tax dollars should be paying for him to stay alive, or pieces of crap like that to stay alive off of our taxpayer dollars. I mean, it costs like $45,000 for a healthy inmate to stay alive per year. And once they get older, like past 50 or 60, that price goes up to around $70,000. I mean, people can't afford to be paying for guys like that to keep living. Like, what are they going to contribute to society from behind bars? He hasn't contributed nothing here. I mean, all he does is brainwash people into like doing evil things, like selling drugs and doing violent behavior, and he glamorizes it for everybody. He's hurting everybody who listens to his music. This is a clip from Allie Carter. We're going to get into this clip and see what she had to say. I think this one is about Snoop Dogg, I'm pretty sure.
everybody knew that Snoop Dogg, not again, mentioned him in December of 2020, but everybody beat the hell out of me. Screw you, that can't be true. What the hell do I know, right? And then recently it just came out again that Snoop Dogg got accused of actually trafficking children. And what did everybody do? Ooh, Snoop Dogg is at the halftime. I'm going to the halftime. But we canceled Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, it's crazy. We canceled Dr. Seuss, but we promote Snoop Dogg, and he's always talking about pimping hoes and stuff like that. Like, it's kind of ridiculous, the type of stuff that we let be portrayed out here to our kids. And they consider him a hero for coming on the TV talking about pimping hoes. And he's been accused of assaulting his kids' coaches, all types of stuff. Nothing ever comes out about that guy, though. He's still everybody's favorite celebrity. They act like it's all good. He openly had videos where he was doing that type of stuff to women, trafficking them across state lines, taking videos of them, doing all types of crazy stuff. And that's what they were doing on camera. Imagine what they were doing off the camera. I mean, I hope they weren't sober. I mean, I hope they were sober, but I hope nobody would want to act like that voluntarily. You know what I mean? Like, they were acting horrible. Anyway, guys, this is about J-Lo. She's getting drug into all of this Diddler stuff. She keeps coming up in video after video about the Diddler that I do. So, I mean, I think it's something to it. You don't get accused that many times of something and it not be true. Anyway, let's get into it, guys, and see what we think.
Video, Jaguar Wright reveals allegations about J-Lo and P. Diddy. So Jaguar Wright, known for exposing the music industry, just blew the lid off a major secret. She claims that J-Lo had a surprising role in the recent allegations against P. Diddy. Now, we all know Diddy's been under fire lately, but Jaguar suggests J-Lo wasn't just an innocent bystander. According to Wright, J-Lo might have known a lot more than she's letting on. Imagine that. The queen of the dance floor, caught in the middle of this drama. But wait, there's more. Wright hinted that J-Lo's involvement might go deeper than anyone suspected, hinting that J-Lo was a participant in most of P. Diddy wild parties and the club incident with rapper Shine. Could this be true? Or just another wild allegation? Only time will tell, but you can bet we're watching every move. Stay tuned for more dark side of the industry on celebrity stories, because things are heating up and things are just getting started. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe for more content on K&C Family TV.
I don't know why anybody would want to let their kids watch these celebrities. Like, the more and more we see about these celebrities, they're never up to anything good. None of them. Like, there's not too many celebrities I can sit back and say something positive about. And even the ones that you can, there's always something negative that comes out about them too. It's never just something positive all the way through. It's like they don't believe in God or something, or they all sell their souls to become celebrities and become, I guess, influential or whatever. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this show. I mean, I think it's pretty wild, all these accusations against the Diddler. I think it's all, well, a lot of it is true. I saw some of it I called out as being fake before. I'll leave a link to that one in the description box below. I think it's important to hear both sides of it. The truth and, like, what I think to be true and what I think to be untrue. Like, I don't want to just be focused on one side that everybody is always telling the truth. I'm not the type that believes all women. I mean, I think that's a pretty dumb thing to do. There's criminals that are women too. And I mean, look at my name. If you thought I was going to believe all women, something's wrong with you. My name is Mansplaining Mike. It doesn't have anything to do with believing all women. Anyway, guys, this was the Mansplaining Mike show where wokeness comes to die. I hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share it with some sissy liberal who will cry about it for their whole damn lives. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.